The last awardee is not present, but I think it's important for us to mention a few things about him. But before we get there, I think many of us at AMAL will know that there were a few of us who shared perhaps a little extra sort of contact and relationship with Solly Lockhart. Really, he was a doyen. He was a stalwart of this organization. And as Aslam described, he wasn't complicated, put it that way. You sit with him, no issues. In a simple way, he never gave the indication that he's a senior lawyer amongst you. There were younger attorneys who I introduced, candidate attorneys I introduced to him. Munira will confirm that. Never had any airs about himself, yet he was the chairman of the Association of Muslim Accountants and Lawyers, and that was Solly. Often he used to tell me that so-and-so person has approached him, get a few people, try and assist, and he was the first person to put his hands in his pocket. When he passed on at his funeral, I saw a group of people, and I questioned after the burial, I chatted to them, and he says that for 10 or 12 or 15 years of our life, he's been supporting us. Quietly, he was an absolute institution. So like Maya mentioned earlier, I think it's someone we need to emulate, we need to follow. He lived for the community, and like we hear often, when you serve humanity, you're serving Almighty. Let's talk now of Enver Mullah, a doyen of AMAL. Enver served as chairman of the association between 2014 and 2017. Enver is one of the cities, that's Durban, I'm referring to, the longest standing attorneys. Having opened doors to his practice, we knew the firm Mullah & Mullah as far back as 1974. That's almost 50 years. Unfortunately, he is presently indisposed due to ill health, but his absence is nothing short of conspicuous. Earlier this afternoon, Enver conveyed to me his best wishes for this event and prayed for its success. We likewise conveyed to him our best wishes and prayed for his swift and lasting recovery. May I kindly request Aslam to accept the award on behalf of Enver. Jazakallah, thank you.
I've never received an award in my life, so I'm going to make an acceptance speech. With utmost regret, Enver's health doesn't permit him to attend. He's fine, please. Just immobile, mobility impeded. AMAL can do much more. Preparing students for accounting and law exams, it has done. Currently, Jewish Board of Deputies is legally challenging CSA's decision to relieve Tiga as the under-19 captain. AMAL should be intervening as an amicus to ensure a stout defense is put up. AMAL has partnered with the Active Citizens Movement on a webinar on whistleblowing, but the few practicing attorneys on AMAL Exco cannot do everything. There are so many retired accountants and lawyers, and this is an earnest appeal to come forward and plow back into the community. The next award is to the chair, Shabir Chauhan. His social responsibility projects are vast. He's the current chair of AMAL, and in his spare time, he's the CEO of Al Baraka Bank. He drives the Zondo Bats charity and a myriad of other initiatives. Where he finds the energy from, I cannot fathom. Shabir stepped onto the building blocks of his predecessors, but he used his vision, managerial expertise, corporate skills, and connectivity to take AMAL to new heights. The fact that Al Baraka Bank is a corporate sponsor of AMAL is sheer coincidence. Shabir admits to one failure. Despite his best efforts, he's not succeeded in teaching me how to use a tablet, participate on Teams, or populate my Facebook, which he created, how many years ago? Twitter. How many years ago? a decade ago a Twitter account, so he tells me. Solly's family has mentioned that Solly's wife was the wind beneath his wings. Shabir's sounding board and rock is the same voice of reason. Zain Fakhruddin, our vice chair. With respect to you, Shabir, your award should be a joint award shared by Zain.
I thought before we leave the podium, we said something about Sonny Lokat, who was our past chair, Enver Mullah. I think it's imperative just to reaffirm what Aslam Mayat has said, not that because he's a lawyer you doubt what he said. He speaks the truth always. Shabir Khan, no doubt, has been a sounding board for many of us. A similar situation we found ourselves in. And often when there's disagreement amongst us, we call him, and like Solly Lokat was a mediator and arbitrator, exactly the same with Shabir. A few days ago we had some disagreement, and in a very cool and calm way, he resolved it very tactfully, but that's his style. And I'm repeating this only because it's a lesson for us. A lot can be achieved around the table. We need not get upset or angry, especially in our board meetings. Many of us serve in school boards, professional organizations, your IMAs and your MYMs and your Islamic organizations and educational boards, etc. I think if we approach the way he approaches it, our chair approaches it, it's a lesson for all of us. I think think back, sit, relax, don't take decisions, wait a day or so, and then bring the parties together. That's Shabir Khan for you. So we want to say from our side, from EXCO, Munira, Yaqub, Ashraf, from all of us, to Shabir, he's been an excellent leader. It's senseless recognizing someone when they're marhoom and they're marhoomas. I think when they're living, recognize them. And Allah has blessed us, Almighty has blessed us with a true leader. Almighty's hand must be there to protect him, and all of us. There are many who are here in this hall, and we are so privileged. Professor is there with his wife, and many other dignitaries and responsible and senior people. Almighty protect each and every one of you, and we want to thank you from our side, from the deepest side, from the inner recesses of our hearts, that you've taken the time and come over. We thank you.
I think Zain gave a second opinion.
Thank you very much, Zain Fakhruddin and Aslam Mayat.